I'm on a bit early. Yeah, I can hear you. Painting a bit of the kitchen today, so I keep having little breaks. Not that there's much to do, but I'll just give it a few minutes, see if anyone comes in. Just thought I had a bit of a break. I can come on and ask you what you lot think. It's at 1:30, so a couple of minutes. Just call my little doodle I was doing last night. Or was it this morning? I can't remember. Last night. Yeah, so I put chat with Dolly on homeschooling, as I mentioned it before, and a lot of you commented, and that was good. So I just wanted to extend that a little bit. Yeah. While I'm waiting, I'll see if anyone else comes in or not. I'll just show you some of my doodles from this week. We have this week, we've had, I think it's from this week. I think I showed this one the other day. There was this one. And then there was this one. And then there was one that's not done anything with, it's a llama. Because the llama stands for, if you look into it, enlightenment. Was this one that looked like, it was meant to be Donald Trump, looked like Barron Trump, looked like a younger, I don't know what Kennedy, but anyway, always ends up younger. Doodle, saying promises made, promises kept, med beds, what was it, community guard, like you'd say, light, draining the swamp, energy, unity, Nikola Tesla, gold, silver backed, free energy, blah, 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 blah. I was just writing a load of things in this little doodle. This little thing here that looks like a tower is a Tesla energy, like pumping off some energy. Hearts for like harmonising. And then there was a little llama picture again. And then this was one the other day when we sort of went camping with friends. Ended up staying out, not that we were. And there was like this foxglove flowers. It just looked like they were talking. Looked like they were waving. Hiya, I'll call you Jam. Hi Jam. Morning, Miss Dolly. Yeah, morning, Miss Dolly. Are you American? Don't know why I've just said that. Looked like it was waving, so I drew this little foxglove flower, but with a face, so it's a bit like a fairy element, you know, plant element, earth element, high two unearthed, and then I had the sun, the moon, because this is in an intuitive drawing, and then I did see a dragonfly, so I managed to put the dragonfly in there that day. Don't know what the woman is representing with blue hair. Yeah, she's American. It's just like, hi, Miss Dolly. I'll take over Dollywood, because I know there's a Dollywood over there, you know, working 9 till 5. What a way to make a living. I'll take over that one. This one I did yesterday because a friend came round before I get into this chat about homeschooling, and really funny actually, I didn't even notice. There's a friend that I knew years ago, she might be watching this at some point, so hi if you are, you know who you are. I said yesterday she's just got into Q and we were talking about certain things and creativity, and she wants to get back in creativity and wants me to help her get back into that. And I was thinking, I know I'm going about my art and I'm doing this, and then some things never happen because I get very distracted with other things, art, anything. I just get very distracted. Also trying to do stuff for, you know, to sell and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, great, Helen. I'll have a listen I'm going to ask you some questions. Good morning, Howard. And I'm thinking, do I set something up where I could do intuitive arting, if anyone wants to learn it, the way I do it, through like a Patreon, or do you have to be monetized to have a Patreon? Because I'm not monetized. I never wanted to be monetized. I thought even if it was like a little club thing, and if it was like £5 a month, something like that, obviously for me putting my time in, because I do chat on air a lot, and I don't know. And I'm thinking maybe I do believe in healing through art. I do definitely believe in healing through art. Yeah, love and light. Hi, Karen. I do believe in healing through art, and I've always said my art when I'm doodling is meditation, and I think I get messages through it as well. So there was that as well. A bit like a well woman thing through art, and I don't mean that's missing out the men. It's just because I'm a woman. But yeah, when this person went, we were talking about stuff and spirituality and how they fell off certain things and they don't like doing certain things they did before. And this is how it goes when you have an awakening. And certain things like small talk doesn't even, you just like talk about that another time anyway, because I'm going to talk about homeschooling in a minute. But yeah, I was doing this doodle and then realised what it was, because the girl in it actually looks like her daughter, her eldest daughter that came. Looked a bit like her then. I thought, oh my God, yeah, it's like a daughter. So she sort of ended up in the picture. That's who I think it looks like. And it's funny because she was actually, her eldest daughter was saying she knows about law of attraction and all that, which is funny because it's a bit out there in the universe. But yeah, I've got this there. I always put hearts on people. This is representing the pineal gland, which is what I was talking about before, which is what I'm going to talk about in a minute, which goes into homeschooling. Moon in Pisces, I think it was yesterday and the day before, which is funny enough. I did put 2 fish. Started off with 2 fish and then, oh yeah, there's a moon in this shape and this shape at the top. You put them 2 halves together, it makes full moon. So it was full moon in Pisces. I've just got this going on with that one. And then straight after that, I did another one, which I started to colour in a little bit. I can still put the colouring books together. I'm still doing pictures. But everything just takes me ages. It says intentions, and it says higher self on it. It was just this one. So she's saying intentions. So that was that one. So that's a few doodles I thought I'd share with you. Yeah, a few doodles. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about, because I knew there was some people that homeschooled. I don't know where everyone's from. I know there's a few Americans in. I don't know if you want to shout out where you're from. It just helps me know if you are homeschooling or you're just coming to chat where you're from. But yeah, the full moon in Corfu was beautiful. Yeah, the full moon was here. It was beautiful. It was low, and then I saw it, and then I woke up at stupid o'clock, looked out the window, I was like, wow. I actually caught it, because at some point it was behind the clouds. It was massive, and I couldn't see it because it was all covered up. And then my son got up at stupid o'clock in the morning, put it back to bed, and I looked out the window, and I was like, he got me up to have a look at it. So it was beautiful. Yeah, so I've had a rant today on here a little bit, and on Facebook, and it's about in America, rural Tennessee, yay. They're shooting the temperature guns at the children's heads going into schools. They're not doing it all schools. They're doing it some schools, saying it's, it's in the guidelines. It's not the law. So I rang up this morning. I said, I do not want my son having it shot at his head. Why? That's what we're doing. I said, are you doing it every day? Because he did it yesterday, I found out. And they said, yes. I just thought it was a one-off thing. So, no, they're doing it every day. So I wasn't happy about that, because a lot of people don't know, normies, that your pineal gland is behind here. And you can't really, I know I can't really probably go in school and go, oh yeah, the pineal gland, because they'd be like, she's off her head. But it's not that it's harmful, full stop. Whether I have to bring up the pineal gland or not, it's harmful. They can actually do it here, and they can actually do it here. There's no reason that they need to be shooting it through the head, get it on the wrist. Exactly. So when I go in school after to pick my son up, which I'm going to do, I'm going to tell them. And if they're not going to listen, and my son keeps coming on saying, I'm going to have to take him out, or let him go back when, I don't know, or like people have said, homeschooling, great if you can't afford it. It's to do with, that's what I mean, that's what I want to know about. I don't know nothing about homeschooling, but I'm like, how do you homeschool, right? Do they pay you to homeschool? I'm on my own anyway. And I believe in the end, I was just saying to my dad today, they should pay parents if they want to homeschool, to be their own teacher. Because at the end of the day, they pay lots of money out to schools that don't even see that money, because we know it's going elsewhere. So why don't it be cheaper to actually pay parents who want to homeschool to homeschool? So that's what I don't get. I don't get the whole money thing. because I'm not here with anyone bringing money in, and I'm not at work at the minute. So how does that work? How does that work? It's cheap here, it can be. I don't get paid, but I'm not pressured to get a job, so I can claim. That's what I mean, or if you're doing that, and they're not going to pressure you to get a job because you're homeschooling your child from home. That would make sense. It's sort of like getting paid, isn't it? But is that how it works? I don't know. Hi, Paul from Newcastle. Yes, thank you. I don't know if that was you before or someone else said somebody. Penny Bunny. Is she from the UK? Penny Bunny does homeschooling. My friend in Scotland has took her son out and moving from Scotland. What, is she going to homeschool? Because obviously they can't pressure for you a job if you're homeschooling your child. That is a job. Penny, I'm just asking questions because I don't know. Penny Bunny, let me have a look. Penny Bunny. I'm just querying it because I do think, in the end, the schools will go a bit more holistic of what the kids want to learn, not what they're trying to get us to learn, which is not really that much. Yeah, all the things you don't have to buy, like uniform, and then they want two plain out uniform, an inside and an outside playing kit, this, that, and the other. It's ridiculous. I agree. Like carers get small support, caring for parents even. That is a joke when you think putting a loved one. Yeah. Penny Bunny, right. Let me have a look. Oh. Penny Bunny. All right, she's got a lot of stuff on. So she puts videos out on a lot of stuff, and also does she homeschooling. I'll check that out at some point. I need to check some stuff out. They're making the kids wear masks. Yeah, they're making some kids wear masks, different ages. It's ridiculous. I think the kids need to shout out. But that's what I mean. People are just going to start taking the kids out of school. I tell you what. So I went over to the government website, Gov, and I did share this before, but I'm going to share it again. Now, she told me at school, it's not her fault, that, oh yeah, we're like following the rules. Like, rules, do you mean guidelines? I'm going to read it out. Don't rely on temperature screening products for detection of COVID-19. Warning. The thermal cameras and other such temperature screening products, some of which make direct claims to screen for COVID-19, are not a reliable way to detect if people have the virus. So why are they doing it to the kids? For a temperature? Don't need to use a gun for a temperature. The agency is telling manufacturers, suppliers of the thermal cameras that they should not make claims which directly relate to COVID-19 diagnosis, and is reminding businesses to follow government advice on safe working for COVID-19. Advice, not law, advice. It also says, this is a big thing that stuck out to me that I'm going to show the schools. Many thermal, because I don't know what gun they're using. I know it's a gun because he said they're using a gun, and my son said they're using a gun, but I don't know which one. But still, I don't care what it is. Even if it's made for that, I don't want it fired at his head. Many thermal cameras and temperature screening products were originally designed for non-medical purposes. No shit, Sherlock. I've got one for making candles with. Such as for building or site security. Businesses and organisations need to know that using these products for temperature screening could put people's health at risk. That's on the government website. So the school's telling me one thing. Says health risk. We know that, but obviously I'm going to take some stuff in to show them. These products should only be used in line with the manufacturer's original intended use and not to screen people for COVID-19 symptoms. They do not perform to the level required to accurately support medical diagnosis. So it's up on there. There's a little bit more with it. Yeah, putting people's health at risk, putting your kids' health at risk. That's on the actual government dot website. So I'll be showing that to the school, because I'm not bothered if they want to do it there or if they want to do it there, because you can test there and it's more accurate. But they don't need to do it there. If they want the kids to, if they want the kids' temperature doing, us the parents can do it. I said this before. We're the parents of our children, not the government, not the schools. They aren't to tell us. If I've gone and said I do not want my child being zapped in the head with one of them. Yeah, but we've got to do it. No, you haven't. Well, I'll take him out of school then, won't I? Do it there. Just don't do it there. I haven't got a problem. If you've not got a problem with doing it there, or doing it there, you don't have to fire him at the forehead. So when I go and pick my son up after, I'm going into school. As soon as I picked him up, I'm going round the other side and I'm going straight into school to have a word with him and to show them that. So with all that, people are like, oh, you should homeschool, because it can damage the pineal gland. I don't think like if it does once or twice, that's not good. But if it's continuously going to happen, it is going to damage the pineal gland of your child and you, if you're having it done. If it's continuously done, which they said they're doing every day. Thank God it's Friday today. They're doing it every day. I've already spoke to some other people on Facebook and they've agreed. The more people stand out. It's not happening in every school at all, like they told me. It's not. They're not doing it in all schools. This is where people have got to wake up to stand out. So people are talking about homeschooling. So what I wanted to know, a few lovely people in chat, which some of you have commented already, is I know nothing about homeschooling. I've thought about it before. I don't believe schools are bad. I just think they need to go back into a holistic way and a proper way of teaching us life skills and certain things that children need to learn and want to learn, not what they're trying to learn is with certain stuff. That's not saying all teachers are bad, because they're not. They just don't know. And there's probably teachers that know this and want to do that. And I do believe that will change. I do believe people who want homeschool will homeschool, and people who want to send to school will send to school. But it won't be what it's like now. We're just in crazy times at the minute. It's all become pretty crazy, even in Canada. It amazes me how many individuals realise something is wrong but continue to follow like zombies. Yeah. Hello, Dolly. Would you homeschool? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, do I homeschool? It's trying to get me back to work at the minute, because I'm not in working at the minute. But then if I say I'm homeschooling, really, that should be my job to homeschool, shouldn't it? Like, they can't get on my back about if I'm going to homeschool. It's my right to homeschool if I want to homeschool. Hi, David, Caroline, everyone who's in there. And I just wanted to know if people are going through it. I want to know, are you taking your children out? Are you starting to homeschool? Have you just started homeschooling? Are you thinking about, or have you been doing it, or did you do it with kids that you had before that may be grown up now? I know someone was saying Magenta Pixie said, yeah, Magenta Pixie did say she'd homeschooled her children. Do you find it hard? Do you find it easy? I've heard that we don't need to follow the curriculum. You can follow half of it or none of it. You learn in different ways, counting outside with, working with the earth animals. There's all sorts of different ways we learn. I know that because I used to be a nursery nurse, so I've got that bit of training anyway from years ago. That's what I always did. But I'm just wondering how they work it, or do they make it difficult? Because I'm assuming a mother on my own would be able to do that, and they're not going to get on my back about getting a job if I'm homeschooling. This is all the stuff I don't understand. And if anyone's got a good site for about UK homeschooling, I know Jedi sent something, but I can't remember if he said that, if that was with kids with disability. I'm not sure. Didn't look at it properly. So I know there'll probably be a few different rules with different things. But yeah, it was just really to pick your heads. Yeah, more research is needed, exactly. So it might be something I'll be looking at weekend, and reading any comments or any links that anyone wants to send. I've been homeschooling for about 7 years. We unschool. I allow and support my kids to follow their passions and interests. That's what I think it should be. Not forced to do this, that and even what kids don't like, because I've learned the things that I loved and got taken away from at school is what I've gone straight back to. That's how it should be doing, because we all know a lot of the teachings are bull crap and you don't actually need it. Yes, homeschool. Children need to learn reading, maths, writing, geography and how to garden, and that's it. Yeah, they need to learn a lot. Yeah, cooking skills and things that they need to learn at home. Life skills are very important. They do all the other stuff and know nothing about life. I've made that mistake with my eldest with some things. But yeah, is there anyone who's doing it? Do you find it easy, difficult? How do you go on about, like, does your child Like if you've only got one, do they enjoy not being in school with other children? Because some people say they had a really good time at school. Some people say they hated school. You know, they weren't even bothered about. He knows other children, but you know, yeah, I'll have to do a bit, and then I'm hoping people will give me links to stuff. But we've all got to do it ourselves, haven't we? You might know people. That's why I thought I'd come on now quickly before I carry on doing some painting. The kitchen, and just ask. After President Trump is elected, we can take off these stupid masks I have people want to fight me for. I just don't wear them, Cliff. I just don't wear them. I haven't worn them. I haven't had any trouble. I've got an exempt card. I say I'm exempt. A lot of people in my area now, you can go in the supermarket. They don't ask you, just go in. A lot of people are not wearing them now. And most people are doing this anyway. Most people are walking around with their nose out. So they either don't believe in it, but they're scared to take the mask off. Do believe in it, but they can't breathe. It's like, you know. You're welcome, Caroline. So there's a big homeschool community. They meet up a lot. Ah. Yeah, I guess if I knew, there's probably loads of people around my area. It's just because I don't know about it. The thing is with me, I live near places I can go to see animals, get out in nature. My garden's a decent sized garden. You know, I can jump on a bus. I can do certain things. It's just the whole thing of, I know you have to write a letter to the school and, you know, say that everything that goes along with that, to say that you're leaving and you do it in the right way. But all the other stuff I haven't got a clue about. You know, where I go to the job centre, are they going to be funny? Are they a bit arsey? Has anyone gone through that? Or are they just like, okay, you know? Because funnily enough, when my youngest was off school in the lockdown at the beginning, he started off with homework, but he didn't want to do it. And I didn't push him to do the homework from school because he was doing things in the garden and stuff. And I just thought, oh, well, he's not going to lose out. He's very clever. He's not going to forget stuff he's done. So he didn't do much because he didn't want to. But not that I'd let that go on. Obviously, if I was homeschooling, he'd be doing stuff but in a more holistic, natural way. And I know you can Google things and you can look at stuff and you can get ideas off other people. So it is brilliant. You can do a lot through YouTube and stuff. So there's all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I've never had any stress or pressure from the officials. Okay. What do you mean, like job centres and that? Because I'm assuming I was trying to get back into work. Even though I'll be able to do stuff alongside that, but to go back now and said, actually, I'm going to homeschool, so obviously I'm not looking for a job at the minute till he gets a bit older, or maybe when this is sorted out or in a few years, if he wanted to go back to school and school got sorted out and he could go back and it was his choice if he wanted to or not, fair enough, then I'd be doing the job thing. So yeah, good for you with homeschooling and indoctrination. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, Paul. It's just something that come up today with the whole temperature thing, and then I'm thinking, because I do believe schools are going to change, but I don't know what point when. But then I'm thinking maybe it is a thing to look at. The only gripe is I don't get time to myself, so I recommend making sure you get regular me time. Yeah, do you mean like, yeah, I mean, he's 5, so it's a bit like if you're homeschooling, you'd set up your hours of what you were doing, and then you'd have little breaks. But I know it's because you're with your child all day, but then some of us moan we're not with our children all day, but then you're with your child, you know what you're doing, you're teaching them. But obviously there's got to be a cut-off time for not schooling, you know, like you'd have set times, like school have set times or whatever set time it is, and then you've got time for you. I always make time for myself anyway. If you choose to homeschool, you will be successful, Dolly. You put your heart into everything. Yeah. Yeah, not all areas are the same. Councils are more arrogant than others. I mean, what can they do if you're saying I'm homeschooling because I'm not agreeing with certain stuff? And it's like, well, it's not like I was in work and I'm coming out and going, yeah, I'm doing it. It's like, well, I was about to, but I'm thinking of this now, you know. Or can you make a case against it? Because at the end of the day, if you're a mother not getting any support from, you know, anything else, and you're deciding to homeschool, yes, I did see that. I actually shared that pepper spray video on YouTube. Yeah, there was a guy who, off subject, they were trying to spray him and put handcuffs on because he said he was exempt, but this idiot police officer, power tripping, was just trying to arrest him and everything, and being quite brutal against him, really, when he told him quite nicely, didn't get mad at him. But that's how some of them are, police brutality. He's not even allowed to ask why, it's confidentiality why, and all that stuff. But we've seen a lot of that going on. There will be bits of that, and that will also put people in fear as well of not wearing the masks. And I just say, you say strong to what you believe in. You don't let anyone push you about. It doesn't matter if they're police or not. Checkerboard floor on the hats. Know who they work for. But not all the police are like that. Not all the police are like that. I've had no problems with not wearing a mask. Not all the law. Yeah, exactly. It's not all the law. It's a couple of arseholes. It's just the arsehole ones who are either power tripping, probably got picked on at school or something, power tripping over it, or maybe they're the ones that get paid to do it. Because when we talk about the police in a bad light, it's not all the police. The police are great. The only problem we have over here is really they swear allegiance to the Queen. In America, they don't. They swear it to the people. So we have that, or the military as well, whatever. But there's a lot of police turning for going with the people in all countries now. They're wanting to be with the people. So it's not all the police. I will put that out there. It's not all the police. It's just you get these power tripping people. Probably like these power tripping teachers, head teachers at school. Might be one of them that I'm going speaking to after. We'll see. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Some people want to send social services around to cause trouble, but you're not allowed to let them. Yeah, they do that. They do anything. They do to just cause crap and scare people and put people in fear. But if people know the rights, especially with what's going on now, it's bullshit, basically. Hi, Red Dad. Just let me go and get my charger. And there's a lot of people who say, don't be daft, like kids learn a lot at school. They don't. They learn the basics of what we sort of are told that we need to learn. A lot of people go, I went to school, I didn't learn anything, Back in the day, they said, I didn't really need these grades, that grade to get this job. I just got this job. People who go to university, get themselves in debt. A lot of people who've gone to university, don't mean everyone, are the people who are not waking up to certain stuff because they've been programmed. It's not that. You should be more focused. They should be more focusing on what you love, as you're growing up. Not constantly ask what do you want to be when you grow up. What do you want to be when you grow up? We're observing at what that child gravitates to more. Yeah, police officer or law enforcer, they are different. Yeah. Yeah, they do learn more when they leave school because they're learning about real life. They don't learn life lessons or the struggles of, kids going about they've got anxiety today, and it's just they're not understanding. They don't teach kids to be ready for the outside world. They don't. They wrap them up in cotton wool. We'll learn certain basics of reading, writing, maths, this, that, and we're not. To me, we're not learning the total greatness of maths and what do you call it? I can't remember what the word is, but yeah, I homeschooled my 3. Where's Q-Wave from UK or America? Yeah, and there's that as well. You can go places where it's not packed with other kids, and you can probably take your holidays, I'm assuming, when you want. And even if you go on a holiday, I'm assuming, say you went camping or something for a weekend or a week or whatever, they're all learning why they're there as well. So there's all that, and you're probably building a relationship up more as well. My son was bullied, has anxiety. That's what I mean. There's all these things that when kids go, I went to school, I didn't like it, I got bullied, I didn't like it. It should be choice, really. So yeah, it's something that's come up today, and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe this is a thing I've got to look into. Because like I'm going to say to these teachers, it's not the gov that should be governing our children. You are not here to tell me that I cannot. You're not looking at my wishes of me saying I do not want my child having a temperature gun pointed at the head every day that they go in school. You are telling me that that is what's happening. You are not taking my wishes into what's the word? Word's gone out of my head. Yeah, you have to show them the work you do every 6 months. Yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah, learning happening all the time. Yeah, we're learning all the time. And it's probably a good way of connecting to your children, because there's a lot of parents that will complain, I work too much, I don't see my children, whatever. Like I said, it's the money. I don't know where you said you're from. Oh, Cornwall. Yeah, UK. I don't know what the money thing of it is like, because I'm not working at the minute. I was going to go back to work, but it's like, do you just stay on the thing that they give you I'll just stay as I am now, but teaching my child to, homeschool, you sort of do it that way. So that's where I get a bit confused. Because I'm not with anyone in the house. No one else lives with me apart from my other son. So is it a bit like, if you were with a partner that lived with you and working, do they change the money around and all that? That's what I find all confusing. Because I know they'll do the best, or they would have done the best in the past to try and put people off. Yeah, they also should be taught community service, like doing the yard work for the... Yeah. Oh, Amanda said hello. I don't know why I can't see Amanda. I'm sure I got her off the... We were trying to look if you were putting something, I got you off. So, yeah, if Amanda's there, I know she's come under a different name sometimes. I'm assuming it's Amanda Allotment. Hi. I have many issues. The main one is the threat of track and trace and the child isolation away from family. Yeah. Yeah, they're going on about that, saying, oh, it's going to be November, and then someone say it's going to be October. They can go in and take the kids from school. Me and my dad, I don't think that's going to happen. There'll be too many parents. There'll be an uproar if that happens. But cost of activities can be shared if you go out with a group, but you don't need lots of... No, you don't need lots of money. Go out in nature, and that's not lots of money. Yeah, Amanda, can you lot see her and I just can't? It's bonkers. I'm going to have to check my thing again. Oh, it might be... Oh, it's not because I'm on here, is it? No, I don't know. So like I said, if anyone's got any links to anything for the UK, especially on homeschooling and all that sort of stuff, please put it in the comments after, because I'll have a look at it. Yeah, and Amanda, hi Amanda. So going crazy and Amanda all out everywhere, You were probably at some of the protests, I'm guessing, down London. I'm guessing. I've seen a few bits. I've not been watching a lot, but, obviously I know what's going on. Yeah. And I'm assuming there's some of you out that are thinking about homeschooling as well. So, yeah. Gonna have a really good think about that over the weekend and try and have a look at some stuff. Because I was saying before, my son wasn't actually bothered. In the lockdown, he said he didn't ever want to go back to school ever again. Home education Facebook group. Yeah. They aren't aware of it, Dolly. If they are, they just shake their heads and say that it'll never happen. It will, if no one opposes it or acts on it. Well, with the whole Q thing, I believe they know. And the whole thing I believe in is that bits of things will happen, but it won't be left to go into long term, because the people need to see what's going on, to stand up and know the rights and take it back and speak out, like what I'm talking about with this going in school today, so the people rise. So some things have to be shown and be a bit of a pain for a little bit, so the people rise. Yeah, another part of wearing a mask is so that we can't see each other properly. Yeah, like you would never wear when you are. Yeah, a lot of it is to do with you can't see people's expressions. You don't. I saw a guy the other day and I was thinking, is that guy that I've seen? And I thought, I can't tell because I can't see his face properly. I have a homeschool group 3 days a week. Mums take turns. Your son's 13. There's probably a lot of kids who will say, especially as they get older, I'd rather be homeschooled. I mean, I know they meet a lot of friends through school, but... Hi, Miss Chime. Yeah, we're just talking about homeschooling. I was just sort of thinking out loud because I've not looked into it, but with the whole gun thing going on with shooting that in kids' foreheads at the age of, mine's 5, they're not bothered. Yeah, thank you, Q-Wave. I am. I've sort of thought about it before, but because, like I said, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know the money side of it. Like, is it a benefit they give you? Like, is it like I'm not working? I was about to go back to work. Obviously, they're on my back about that. But it's like, if I homeschool, obviously I wouldn't be going back to work, would I? But you'd have to be getting something to homeschool. And it's like I said, people should have this choice to homeschool. Like I said before at the beginning, the amount of money they give away to schools that don't get that money, they use it for other things. There's loads of fraud that go in with that. I know about colleges and all sort of done that. They could pay parents to stay at home if they choose to homeschool and be the child's teacher and know what's best for their own child. Because they put loads of money into schools. I'm not saying they don't put money in schools, but I know there's been cases a lot of people do where that money's gone or they've used it for something else. And I've known about colleges who've done that and everything. You know what I mean? So the scams that go on there, they could actually afford. I mean, talking about the Nazara thing, I can't even say that word. If money get back, loads of money that was taken, given back, you could be your own teachers. So I'm thinking that the education system will fail and that the children need now is an education to prepare them for the future. They need skills being in it. Yeah, I think that as well. That's why I think the school system's going to fall, but I'm not saying that the school system's going to go as in you can't send your kids to school. I just think the old system's going to fall and there's going to be a new one put in place. So the teachers that are there, and I know I was a nursery nurse and I know friends that are teachers that know they need a change. They want to push more natural, holistic sort of, preparing the children and being more in nature. Like they do have nature schools and stuff in schools, but they want more of that and they want less of the work method, sit. Oh, put them all to this grade, because that's all it is, written work all the time. The teachers are stressed out. There's big classes and the teachers are stressed out. Teachers have told me that. They hate that side, and the teachers are under stress and they're not paid good money either. So I do believe that system will fall. And I do believe things will come in, and it might be more of like if you want to homeschool. If they go in school, they're still getting that thing where they can learn in nature and all that. It's just that the right systems above the teachers. It's not the teachers. Those that have been putting these rules in will fall. Like every other system's falling. Like I said, the old guard is falling. It's a huge subject. I know it's something that needs talking about. Yeah, it definitely is. That's why we must have another chat on this when more people, because there could be people at work today, just to throw ideas out there because I know people are talking about this. Back template letters on Education Otherwise website. So like I said, if any of you got any websites, anything that you think will be good for me to look at of how the letter that you've got to write to school, any of that, please put it in the comments after. Dolly, what do you think of? Yeah, the pregnant lady in Australia. I did see it and I did post it, and then I saw the other one where it looked like the guy that was in a policeman, the same policeman. I don't know. I did put, could be fake, because it could be just trying to scare people to not post things, because we know they do that, and we know they have false flags, and we know there's actors, so I'm not quite sure. It could be. I did put after, oh yeah, it could be. It could be. I did put on Facebook, it could be. It might not be, but it could be. Who knows? Because they do put stuff out there to scare people. So when people are seeing it, they're not posting because it was something she posted on Facebook. So people aren't posting because they don't want people posting anything. So it could be. The maths is better learnt through experience, like building something with Finn and teaching him the measurements. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm really rubbish at maths that way. So teaching him anything the other way is rubbish. But they learn all the time by... You could be counting pieces of fruit. You could be, like you said, building and measuring that way. It's all done quite naturally. Hi, Danny. Q-Wave, I'll have to get Dolly to pass that on to me too. What am I passing on? All you have to do is write a letter to the school saying you want to homeschool and you're taking your son out of school that easy. Okay. And then copy that letter so you can, yeah. Red Eye Jedi said he's already done that. So what are you two talking about? Okay. Oh, yeah, you'll send. Well, if anyone sends me anything, you can send it through here. or you can send it through janine.flannery77@gmail.com on an email, because I don't know if anyone can put that in, anyone in chat now, any of the mods. I know Tapper normally does when he's in. But I haven't got everybody in at this time at the minute. Then send you the information. Yeah. Thank you, Q-Wave. And if there's anyone else, so this is what it's all about, helping and sharing community. So yeah, I may have to talk about this again, another chat. Maybe next week for Mind, Body and Spirit chat on Monday, because it's, you know, it's all in the same thing, because I just wanted to come on and have a little chat just to put it out there again, because I've got to go and do some painting of the kitchen in a minute, finish it off. And I will let you know what happens at school, because I am going to go in to the school. I rang them this morning. Today I'm going to go in. Finn will tell me if he's had it, if they carry on, do you know what I mean? So he's not going to lie to me. But it's really funny because he said they'd get back to me. They didn't get back to me at all. Big surprise. Yes, Miss Chimes put it in the chat, so thank you very much. I'm on the making of making some healing jewellery as well. Can't wait for my bits to come to sort them bits out. What else? Don't know. Got to do some gardening this weekend. The weeds. So I was pulling a few weeds out before. Brilliant topic for us all at the moment. Yeah, I think it is. The weeds. I was just thinking when I was in the garden, the weeds. I thought the weeds. This is why you have to pull your weeds out, because if you don't pull your weeds out and keep on top of it, they take over. It's a bit like deep state, but we are plucking them weeds out 10 at a time. Hi Dolly, crazy stuff going on in the schools here too. Yeah, and I think it's only going to wake parents up to schools. You know, there's still a lot that are asleep that don't question anything. I've just said on Facebook today to the parents, you need to question everything. You're not questioning why they're getting shot in the head with this thing. Go to the gov. Website, and it's saying it can be harmful. It can be harmful, which I've just read out before. So I'm going to show that to the school, because she's just like, it's just what we've got to follow. No, you haven't got to follow it. It isn't a law. It's a guideline. All schools are doing it. No, not all schools are doing it, fact, because I know people who work in schools. So I'm going to have to go in and tell them. So I'm going to see what they're going to say. It's my child. I have the right to say, you are not doing that to my child's head. Don't you dare turn around to me and say, yes, you are. Like I've said, you can do it here, in the crease of your arm. You can do it here on your wrist. It takes an accurate temperature if that's what you're after, but you ain't doing it there. And if you want a temperature, we'll stand at the gate with a thermometer then, or I'll stand at the gate with a thermometer. I'll take my child's temperature and you can write it down. But you've got no excuse to say, no, I'm only doing it in the head, when I'm going, no, you can do it on the arm or the wrist. So, see what happens there. Here, every state is different. You register your homeschool on the national school first to enable to pull them out of the public, then write a letter. Yeah, it'll be different. You know, if you're in America or anywhere else, we'll have different ways of doing it. I don't know if they've been asked to social distance. I can't tell. You're not allowed in the school playground, so the parents aren't allowed in the school playground. I don't know what any difference that makes, probably because it's saying social distance. It's just ridiculous. And my child's had to go in, didn't even know what teacher he was with, and I had to sort of like look over the wall like this, like seeing where he was going. But the kids are lined up together, so they're not social distance when they're lining up together. I don't know if they're trying to put them in bubbles. I don't even actually know what's going on. School, it's school. Hello? Yeah, hi. Hiya. It's on the government website. It actually says it can be harmful, and it's not really. The guns are not really supposed to be meant for, you know, that sort of thing. But they said you can fire it at the wrist or the inside of the crease of the arm, which I don't mind. It's just yeah, they said if you go on, you know, the government dot website, it's oh, because I Googled and then it come up on that, but I've heard a lot of people talk about, like, I don't mind taking a temperature, but I just don't agree with the head thing. That's all it is. They say you can get an accurate temperature from your wrist and the crease in your arm. Because I googled it and it just went to the website, the government, when it was just saying that they were used for like what was it? They weren't initially used for that, and it doesn't, if it's for testing for COVID, it's not going to bring COVID up. It's just body temperature, and it's only the skin. It's not the core body temperature, and it says it can be harmful. I can bring it in after if you want. I'll show you. I just got it up before. All right. Yeah, I could probably send it in an email. Yeah, what's the email? I've not got the. Yeah. Yeah. Elizabeth's. Is that it? Is it lowercase, the Helen and the Jones? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'll try and send it because I took some pictures of it before. Okay. Yeah, that's fine because I'm not opposed to like doing it. It's just not. I'm not thinking with the forehead thing. Just don't agree with it. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. Right. She was okay. She said, "Where have you got information from?" She said, "I think people have been asking." Which is funny because I did do a Facebook thing this morning. I know there was a dad who said I'm going to go to the same school. So she just said people are asking. She went, "Where did you get your information from?" I said, "It's on the Gov thing," which it is because I've took pictures of it. She wants to look into it, but she said from now on they're going to do it in the crease or the wrist, which I'm fine with that. I just don't want it doing here. So she's going to look into it. So I'm going to send her the information to the school so she can dig into that because I said it actually says it's harmful. So that's just funny that they've just rang. Yeah, military technology. But they use it in China. We know why they use it in China. So let me just... So... Don't rely on temperature screening products for detection of coronavirus, and that was on the actual that I found that today on the on the website, and it said it's harmful, can be harmful, and they weren't made to take temperatures like that. I'm gonna see. I wrote in. Oh, I know what Google. I wrote in Google. What did I write? Temperature. I put Gov guidelines on temperature guns, and you see this. That's all I wrote in the top. And this come up saying www.gov.uk, right? So I went on there and there it is. There it is. Yeah. And there it says that. And that goes through the whole thing saying how this is a guideline is for owners of the manager's resident, blah, blah, blah. Schools, social care, school, residential places, schools, colleges. It contains advice on managing the isolation, blah, blah, blah. New contagious cough, temperature, past, blah, blah, blah. And then it went on to, now I can't find it. Where is it? I must have gone into it. So where was the bit where it said... Right, what? Now all of a sudden it's disappeared. So where's that gone? Is it that one? That's really weird. Where's that gone? Right, it's not that one. Which one is it? Oh yeah, sorry. Underneath that one, not the top one, it says don't rely on temperature screening, www.gov.uk. So we'll go on that one. Go on that one. Yeah, I've screenshotted it. And it says, yeah, don't rely on temperature screening products for detection of the corona, blah, 19 and all that. And then it goes through it all. This is what I said to her. It's on there. She can't find it because she doesn't know what she's looking at. I'm sending this to him. And it says, where is it? Where's that bit where it says? Right, it says here. Many thermal cameras and temperature screening products were originally designed for non-medical purposes, such as for building or site security. Business or organisations need to know that using these products for temperature screening could put people's health at risk. Says it all there. So, yeah, I'm like, well, so let's see if I can just email this over while we're chatting. At least she was all right about it. Amanda Allotment has just emailed you. Oh, actually, if it's come through, I'm absolutely rubbish at getting any emails. Oh, yeah, so she has. Oh, you can't get an Adrian Charles' passwords. I've been tried to find it on your Skype. I am on Skype, Amanda. Oh, I know. That's my daughter. Well, it is Dolly Daydream, Amanda, if you're listening, but you could also send me your Skype and I'll try and find you on Skype. If there's too many Dolly Daydreams, that's bonkers. Because I am on there. So if you want to email me that, unless it's your name that I can see now, I can look for it. If it's got your picture on it, I'll know who you are. But yeah, I'll definitely speak to you. I'm just... right, let's send to... Just let me write this woman's name down. See, she was all right, so at least she's took into what I was saying and she's going to not do it in the full heads from now on. So that's good. So I will have to go on YouTube and shout that out. Because what they don't know is I've got a channel. I'll just be chatting about it everywhere. Oh my God, what's a hyphen? Is a hyphen one of them slashes? What's a hyphen? What's a hyphen? Well, I forgot what a hyphen is. Is a hyphen one of them or one of them lines? Someone put what a hyphen is now. I've gone mad. Line. What's a hyphen? The dash. Oh, right. I've just gone bonkers. Why was I thinking it was a diagonal line? Cheers. Is that how I'm called, Dolly? Right, so. Cheers. Is it the is it the dash in the middle or the dash at the bottom? If anyone gets what I'm saying, you have a line that's in the middle, or there's one at the bottom. So is it the bottom one? If you get what I'm saying, or is it the one that's the line in the middle? Because Miss Chimes' line's in the middle. Red Eyed Jedi looks in the middle. Barry's looks in the middle. Right, thanks. Oh my God, right. What's going on? Let's see. Dot. You know, and they can't lie to me because my son will tell me, hi, is it Revolu's just come in? Right, I think that's it. So what we're doing here. temperature gun. And then I'm just going to see if I, oh my God, what, right. Attach file. I'm rubbish at all this stuff. Right. So we've got that. And we've got that. I have sent them to the school, hopefully. I couldn't go in because you have to make an appointment to go in school, so I couldn't go in to show them this. Right. So now, why are you just all sat there? I'm just going to go over and do a quick video on Facebook because I said I'd tell the people what's going on, so I don't have to do it after. Might as well do it all in one thing. Start a video. Right, so I thought I'd come on and give you an update on what's going on with the school, and I'm actually on YouTube at the same time, having a chat with everybody. So, and the school just rang me while I was on YouTube, so I did it on channel, so everyone's just sat in chat. So the school have asked me where I got my info. I've told them, I've sent them over. Well, I did say I'd come in, I'd show them, I'd sent them to the gov.uk website, and you have to type a certain thing in to get the information up on the gun. So I can't go in school because you have to have an appointment. So I've sent them the attachments, the emails of the government guidelines on it, saying it could be harmful to people. So I've sent that information off to the school, and she did actually say to me, we're going to be doing the temperature, we're not going to be doing it at the heads, they're going to be doing it at the arms, because I said to them, you can do it on the wrist, you can do it on the crease of the arm. I haven't got a problem with that. I've got a problem with you firing it at my child's head, specifically my child's head, you know, other kids' head, but my child's head. So they said that they're going to do them, but they're going to do them on the arm or the wrist, and I'll know because my son will tell me, you know, kids don't lie. So we'll see what happens there. She said she's going to look into it more because I said not all schools are doing it. It's a guideline, and they've actually put out on there. I wrote in something like government guidelines on temperature guns. It comes up on the second one on Google, not the first one, and it goes into it all. I've shared it on Facebook and I've shown you all what it said. Whether that's getting sent or not, I don't know. So I have sent that off to school, and we'll see what happens next week. I am looking into homeschooling, maybe, thinking about it. So I'm just talking to people on YouTube about it, asking if anyone's homeschooling, what they think, how that all goes. Don't know if anyone does on Facebook, how you find it. I don't know what the whole, like I was saying to people on here, I don't know what the whole procedure is with all that, but anyway, just thought I'd give you all an update. That was saw me ranting this morning, but I'm glad that the school's actually said that, because you have to question everything. You can't just go along with things just because the government said, or when actually they've put a thing out saying it is harmful. Got to be careful what you're being told and who's telling you sometimes, you know. So just anyway, I'm going now. Just thought I'd do this and get it out of the way because I'm YouTubing at the same time. Came to have a chat with people about it all. So yeah, that was awesome, Dolly. Real time 2020. Yeah, real time, doing it on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. So I know there's some of you on here that go on YouTube. You could be watching both, I don't know. But anyway, gonna go. Just thought I'd update anyone who was wondering what happened, because apparently I can't go inside the school. So she said she's gonna look at that. They're gonna carry on. They're gonna test on the arms and the wrists. So if there's any parents out there who are wondering, make sure you ask your children if they go to the same school as me. If they might have had it at the forehead today. But next week, if you're sending them in and you're questioning it, ask the kids where they're doing it, because she said they're going to start doing it. 17 inch. They're going to be doing it on the wrist or the arm. They don't need to do it in the forehead. They can get an accurate reading on the foot, on the wrist or the arm. And I just want you all to know as well, it doesn't test for COVID, so they don't really need to be doing it, do they? Anyway, bye. Gonna go. That's a bit weird talking to Facebook, because Facebook isn't a place where I normally go and do live chats, but I've started throwing them in because there's a lot of people asleep on Facebook. You know what it's like on Facebook, Jesus. Can't believe they arrested that pregnant lady for... Yeah, I saw that pregnant lady. Some people are saying it's false flag. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. I'm not saying it is. I did put it up and then I thought, is it? Because it looked like the same policeman who got that other woman where people are trying to say it's false because they're trying to scare people. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. But like I said, it doesn't bother me because I just think at the end of the day, dark to light, all those game players and the ones that are playing for the dark are going to be seen in the light anyway. Hi, NGA. So, yeah. Yes, we will see. So that was quite funny. Like, I'm like, they haven't rang me back, and then they go and ring me back on the middle of a bloody live stream. Yeah, I have screenshot it. I screenshot it, Miss Chime. I did screenshot it. But if you I put in temperature guns, government guidelines on temperature guns, and it was the second one down on Google, and that's where it took you into the government thing, and that's what it said, and you can go and read it yourself. So that's all there. They've arrested a bloke for a similar thing again in Australia. Yeah, draconian. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot going on over there as well, but it's to help, it's to make the people wake up as well, and all this stuff that's going on. But yeah, so like I said, I'll have to come on for another chat next time I'm on about homeschooling. Like I said, if you've got any good links, especially for the UK, because obviously you may be saying things in America, but the links are not going to be good over here because I'm in the UK, and it'll differ from country to country. So if you're in the UK, especially up north as well, please put in the comments after any links, or are you thinking of doing it, this, that, and the other. That might help other people. It's not just for me, because whether I do it or not, I do. I'm thinking about it. There might be other people that want to know and might want links. So if you put them in, preferably after the comments, because some people don't come and look at the comments on live stream. They'll come in after. It might help them as well. But I definitely think it's a good chat to be talking about. Yeah, the world is still snoring. Oh, they'll have a big wake-up call in November. But yeah, there's a lot of people waking up. I see loads waking up. But yeah, there are a lot snoring. And there's some that are just going to stay in a coma. But they're going to be the little majority that will be left in the coma. Because, big things are coming. But yeah, so I just thought I'd come and share that. Apparently they dragged someone off the train in the UK this morning for now having a mask and heat on. Yeah, I saw that this morning. I put that on Facebook. They're going to put stuff out like that. So like I said, it's not all the police. It's just some, hi, I've got power tripping people. You'll see that anyway, but it's not all the police. We can't bad mouth all the police because it isn't all them. Don't forget to research what private schools are doing too. Oh, won't be surprised what they're doing. Yeah. People in private schools, my son's not in a private school, but yeah, check into things. Like I said, this Q room is all about giving power back to people, That's why humanity is rising, because people are like, no, you're not doing that. Like that guy on the train, he's got his rights to say that. Power back to the people. You should be questioning everything and researching yourself. Yeah, more and more people hearing the wake up bell now. Yeah, the bell, the where we go one, we go on, whoop, Kennedy bell. So yeah, most of the ones that believe, yeah. So yeah. So thanks for coming in, and thanks for the people who've put bits up about, the homeschooling thing. Remember to go and put it in the comments after, because people will be looking and they might want, you might have good information. Like I said, I don't know nothing about it. Dolly has a similar email. Her Skype need to go. Dolly, Amanda has her. What? She just emailed me again. Yeah, I will go and check, and I can email her back after this anyway. Because, yeah, me and Amanda. Did we ever Skype Amanda? I can't remember. Years ago. Or did we? No, we didn't, did we? Did we? I knew of her channel and she knew of mine, and things went on. It's so concerning that people aren't awake. It is concerning that those people aren't awake. These are people who watch TV, but they're starting to see things in TV that they're all like, and they will. How's everyone? We're good, JJ Jedi, but I'm going now. I need to go and finish off doing some painting in my kitchen. Otherwise, I'll never finish it. Just let me check. We've got to talk about these things, even if people don't agree about homeschooling. Like I said, I don't believe schools will go. I believe they will go in a holistic way. Teachers will want to help children do that whole thing of going more holistic and that sort of good stuff. But at the minute, yeah, but I do believe it'll go that way. I don't believe we won't be having schools. It's just, and then maybe people whop them back in schools when they know it's not how the old system's been. It's all about the old system that never really worked for us anyway. People think you learn shitloads at school. It's like, no, you don't. They don't teach you the true teachings and other stuff that we should know about. They just, you know, sit down and shut up and regurgitate everything we want to teach her. What am I doing here? So, like I said, hopefully I may bring this up on Charlie Ward's channel, because I should be on Charlie Ward's next week. I'm looking forward to that because I love quite a lot of the people he has on there, despite what people think. You know, it's like putting things out, and I just think people are getting a bit confused at the minute, especially with the White Rabbit thing that's going on, if anyone heard about it. I'm just putting out there, with the Q movement, the White Rabbit's been part of that movement for ages. I've mentioned the White Rabbit. That doesn't mean we're not talking about Podesta White Rabbit paintings. We're just talking about you're going down the rabbit holes. That's said a lot, go down the rabbit hole. So when people start getting paranoid about that, I think, yeah, people are getting paranoid. That's how I see it. I don't feel wrong on it. So, yeah, I'm going to go and check Amanda. I'm going to go and look at the email. I'll connect to you through there. And, yeah. So, yeah, have a great day, everyone, and thanks for coming in and putting your bit on the whole homeschooling thing. Like I said, if you've got anything that might help people, even if you're in from America, there might be Americans looking, but obviously I'm in UK, so I need UK stuff. But stick it in the chat after, because you may be helping other people, you know, if they're looking into it or they're trying to research into certain things, when, you know, there's some of you that know, of us that don't know. So I'll be on when I'm on next time, which will probably be Monday, but I say that, even that goes tits up. I'm just on when I'm on, aren't I? I don't even know why. Why do I try and, like, organise myself? Because it never happens. Be safe and everyone. Yeah, you've got the right to go in school and ask. You've got the right to ask about your child. They're your children. We're taking them back. Yeah, they are the govs in the sense of, yeah, when you look at our birth certificate, but we're taking it back. That's what's happening. It's all about children. So have a great weekend. Get out in nature if it's nice. I'm hoping it's sunny tomorrow, because I need to weed. We need to get rid of those weeds, people. We're draining the swamp. We need to get rid of those weeds. Remember, it's all Trump's doing with the deep state and whatever you want to call them. We have to weed them, because the weeds come up and they take over, and they come up pretty quick, and you've got to keep on top of them. It's like that whacking machine. We're pulling them out forever this time, so you got to keep on top of your weeds. They are the weeds. They're being de-weeded. This is what's happening, and then they can't be in control, because them weeds do get pretty pesky. 1 minute you turn around, they're there. So, yeah, we're putting weed killer on them weeds. Weed killer, never coming back. So, yeah, pull those weeds, yeah. So, where we go, one we go all, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Yeah, whack-a-mole. Whack-a, what could we call it? Whack a Democrat, yeah, but, you know, there's some Republicans that are not good. So it's like, yeah, whack a, what could we call it? Whack a lefty. What? No, because we're supposed to be uniting. Whack a, what could we call it? Whack a, whack the deep state. I don't know. Anyway, we'll make a name up for that. Yeah, whack a, no, but there's some Republicans that are like, yeah, whack a demon. So, yeah, where we go one, we go on. I'll see you soon. Bye. Whack a zombie.